If you're looking for a 3-row family hauler, the Infiniti QX60 and the Nissan Pathfinder might be on your shopping list, and it is a very close comparison between which one should you buy. So my name is Christopher here with Cars Unlocked, and we're going to compare these two SUVs to help you determine which is the right choice. The QX60 is a nice upscale family hauler in its class. Does it compete with some of its luxury SUV competitors like its European counterparts? And then we have the Pathfinder, a little lower price point, bit more rugged, smooth, luxurious ride, but it doesn't have those off-road capabilities someone like yourself might be looking for. But me being Dutch, here at Cars Unlocked, the first thing that we gotta compare is the price, because in today's economy, that's probably one of the biggest deciding factors. So our Nissan Pathfinder, it is gonna come with a Canadian MSRP of $61,185, and then it has a US MSRP of $50,640. Now this is the Platinum package, and then we have our 2025 Infiniti QX60 with an MSRP of $73,997 and a USD of $61,100. So quite a bit more money here. You got about 12 grand difference in price points. Let's see what you get for that 12 grand. Now, in terms of the power plan, we got a few little different changes here. Our Nissan Pathfinder is gonna come with a 3.5 V6 engine, okay? It's a straight V6 with a 9-speed automatic transmission. Gonna give you 284 horsepower and 259 pounds-feet of torque. 10.6 liters combined between the highway and city for fuel economy. That's about 22.19 mpg. Now, when we flip over to the QX60, this one's a 2-liter variable compression turbo. So you have the turbo, it's the same 9-speed automatic transmission. However, you get 268 horsepower. The biggest difference is going to be in the fuel economy. This one gives you 24 mpg combined between city and highway. So much better fuel economy and more horsepower, mainly because of that smaller engine with the turbo. Checking out the side profiles, these are almost like identical twins when you look at the side here. One thing that I must mention, the Infiniti is going to come with power folding mirrors. This one, they are breakaway mirrors, but you can't power fold them. So if you're in a tight parking lot, you have to jump outside and fold your mirrors manually. But you can see how similar they are with the chrome accents on the sides. This one has the roof rails as well, but our Pathfinder just has this little space in the roof rail. So if you're putting things on the top, it might be a little easier that way to tie things down. Interior wise, you can see we're in the Pathfinder now. This one has this nice brown leather, two-tone inserts. This is the Platinum model of the Pathfinder. So it is very luxury and high-end. It does come in lower packages as well. Let's check out the Infiniti. You can see the interiors are going to be very, very similar. This one has a little more luxury feel to the Infiniti, a little more curvature in the design, and you have this nice brown leather for the seats. Now, when we check out the front ends, you can almost see they look very identical. It's just the badging that's different. I do see a little more chrome on this Infiniti, and it does have a little bit more robust, kind of aggressive front than the Pathfinder. Now, let's talk about the ground clearance, as this one has a 6.7-inch ground clearance, while the Pathfinder is 7.7, so it's hard to notice that extra 1 inch. However, this one, you have that 1 inch extra, so it's gonna push a little better in the snow. Now, with the Infiniti, you do have the adaptive headlights. So that's gonna do things like auto level for you as you're going up and down a hill. Both cars are gonna have LED headlights, but this one, you just have a little higher end lighting system. Now, when you're behind the wheel of both these cars, like honestly guys, I can't say how similar they are. This one, it just has that Infiniti badging. They're pretty much the same features and styling. The Pathfinder has everything that the Infiniti has. There's not one thing that this car really has on the inside here that the Infiniti doesn't. A few subtle things though. For example, this one we noticed has a little better sound system. It's 17 Bose performance speakers, so it does sound a little better. The sound system sounds better in the Infiniti, that's expected. This one has this little dial here, so you can control your screen right from the dial here. You know, you want that high-end feel and that badging, you're gonna go for the Infiniti just to make that little extra statement there. But if you're more so looking for value and practicality, the Pathfinder certainly is the way to go. Now, if you're wondering which one has more passenger volume, again, it's gonna be the same. Both cars are gonna pretty much have the same amount of space for your kiddos. The entry and exit system is the same. You just push the button. Now, we've done full walkarounds of both these cars. I'm gonna link them in the description below. So if you guys wanna see the full ins and outs of how you enter, how you exit the seats, and more detailed, longer unlocks, check them out in the description below. 0 to 60 in 6.6 seconds. So I'm gonna put it in sport mode here and try a quick little launch. On 3, 1, 2, 3. Test that out. Oh, put us right into the back. 60 kilometers. I don't know if we're gonna make it up to 100. There's 100. I'm actually pretty impressed with that little launch. That wasn't too bad. And let's punch it. Hopefully we can get a clock up on the screen. A little slow out of the gate. 70 kilometers, and there is 100 right there. So now friends, I can talk about these cars all day, but I want to hear from you. Which one would you buy? The Infiniti QX60 or the Nissan Pathfinder? Put it in the comments, and we'd love to get a good debate going on about which one suits your needs best. Now let's look at the trunks. Now they are pretty much the same size for each vehicle. So if you're looking to decide which one has the most cargo space, that's gonna be relatively the same. They are 7 configurations here. Now this Infiniti, you do get the power seats. So you can pull these up with the button. If that's a must-have feature for you, it ain't worth $12,000, but that's one of the features that this has that it doesn't. Let's look at the Pathfinder here. You can see it is the same space. You have the same cargo capacity, the same hidden storage. Like these are pretty much cousins of each other in terms of size. And these ones you just fold up like this. We're in the Pathfinder now, and I must admit, I do feel this one drives better. I just prefer the V6 engine better. Now, they do have the same amount of towing, 6,000 pounds towing on each model, but I just like the launch and the takeoff. After doing that launch, I do like how this one drives better. 0 to 60, it just felt like a bit more punch. So I like how it drives. Realistically, when I'm sitting in this thing and looking around, there isn't really anything that this car doesn't have that the Infiniti has that I am thinking to myself, I have to have that, and that's a deal breaker. Now, yes, the fit and finish is a little more nicer, a little cleaner in the Infiniti, but I can live without it. The fit and finish on this is nice. Don't get me wrong here, guys. My few negatives, I feel like this should be a bit more off-road capable. I mean, it's called the Pathfinder for a reason, but you can't really find any paths in this. Now, after driving both vehicles and being in and out of these cars, if you were to ask me which one should you buy, my definite decision is going to be the Nissan Pathfinder. I would rather save the money. I don't need the kind of Infiniti status symbol There's a lot more value. These cars are very, very similar. So why spend extra money? This is almost the same car with just a different badge. I would go with the Pathfinder, but if you guys like that true status kind of higher end, this is a luxury vehicle definitively, then go with the Infiniti. But again, now you've heard from me, put what you think in the comments below, because we want to hear from you. I can talk about these cars all day. If you're new here, subscribe. Thank you for watching.